Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ultimatum League 3.14. In this episode, I'm gonna do an ultimatum. I said ritual. I'm doing an ultimatum early league guide. Okay, it's like obviously I'll have more and more better information, better guides as we continue, and then when we look back, we'll be like, oh, what the fuck? But this is the in the moment, this is the current what I got for us. Okay, so this is ultimatum. You come up to it and you're offered this, and it tells you the challenge. So I've wrote down there's 4: survive with the monsters enraging over time, protect the thing in the middle, kill, and stand in circles. So survive is the hardest, protect is the second hardest, stand in circles is third hardest, and then kill is the easiest. So kill easiest, stand in circles second, protect third, survival fourth. And so yeah, survive, you just get way too many monsters, but that's just the different modes. And then what you do in each of them is gonna differ as well, because in kill, summoning more monsters to kill can be nice. Like if you choose the modifier that adds phantasms, that can be nice because it speeds up the killing. Same thing with protect. Stand in circles and survive is kind of just to survive, and so maybe you don't add the rune mechanic where you fail on reaching 7. There's also, so that's just the actual the challenge you have to do. Then you get offered an item. You can look at the item before. This item is oh, that's my item. 500 armor, 49 life, 34 fire, 44 lightning. That's really good too. No open suffix or prefix though. So then I look at these mods, and my ultimate easy solution to this. Okay, don't worry. Just pick the one you like the best at every single opportunity. So out of these 3, I don't like Rune Caller at all. I hate this rune thing. When you take it to 3, it's annoying. 1, 2, it's fine, but it's really annoying to like run around. This shade is useless, dude, up to the 3rd one. And the ice thing chills you on the 3rd one as well. So each of them are annoying on 3, but really, this one doesn't do anything until 3. So I'm going to choose it first. And then that's my logic, and then I will, run around in a circle, survive. This is survival, so it's actually pretty annoying. It's like we're gonna get overwhelmed at one point. So we can do stalker with spell, or we could do fire. I like the fire skulls personally because there's just fire skulls that do a little bit of fire, and they don't really do any damage. They don't do a debuff. They don't add anything terrible. So then my ultimate strategy that saves you a ton of time on figuring out what you should choose is just pick the one you like the best at each opportunity. Like, how do I get all these? I could just go choking miasma. We got offered a trap disarmament level 2 level tier 5 contract. Pretty cool. Avoiding miasma, but we have 64 chaos res, so I think we're good. I'll obviously update you guys on the build, and I have another path of building to the build. This build is doing really well in SSF hardcore. We're at up to T8 mapping. We have a T11 map, but I'm at T8, and we are progressing conks. We're at Awakener 2, and we're Maven 1.5, 2 of the Atlas passives. It's really cool. I'd say 2, 1.75, something like that. So here we could do more fire skulls because I don't really like the hinder. The hinder's kind of annoying. 50% hinder is huge, man. It's slow. That means you can't dodge. That means you can't run around as fast. It means my shield charge is slower. Like, I don't really like it. But then for the mechanic, I highly recommend. It's kind of like Alpha in that way of you just choose. It's like at each ultimatum choice, each one of these pauses, you have a simple choice of these 3, and you just pick the one you like the best, and it's as simple as that. No way. You can... Huh. That's really weird. You can hold spacebar to hide the screen. I didn't notice that till just now. I did it by accident. I accidentally fat fingered my spacebar, and well, it showed me something cool. Awesome, extra tip in the video. But I think Ultimatum's really fucking good. What's my overall take on Ultimatum? Really hard, extremely hard. You gotta be pretty tanky. My build, Pog. And the rewards seem really worth it. So you see how this is survival? Dude, it's so annoying. I hate survival. Holy shit. If this was kill, we'd already be done. It's so much faster. But survival, just, you gotta survive, bro. Just a little bit extra duration, you know? It's not that big of a deal. I didn't get hit for anything crazy. So technically, you and your minions deal no damage for 2 seconds. This was a cheesy one I wanted to mention, actually. Surviving. So you could do this. You could also do the chaos, because I have the really high chaos res. And I told you tier 2 of the stalker is fine, because the spell, it's not going to get me to 7 rune stacks with me running around and shit. So I'm going to do the stalker, just because technically it's also easy. I could have done the impotence here, because you technically don't need to do damage to win this. You could just run around. I don't even need my minions to survive. I just have to survive. The reason I want my minions to survive is because obviously bone barrier, bone armor, and I have the extra physical damage reduction and the life recovery rate, and I need 10 minions. That glove's pretty good. But yeah, that's an ultimatum, dude. I wanted to do a few of these. So I look for another ultimatum and I get survive again, but I figure I can answer some more stuff. Like, I don't like doing Totem of Costly Might. I don't know, I haven't really tried it, but it sounds bad if taking 10% of my max life per second as fizz damage. I don't know, I don't like that. And to my ally, like, no. So I do the stalking, because it doesn't add any damage for the first 2, and then the 3rd rank he gets a lot of projectiles, and that's kind of annoying, but he still is really easy. And the runes are toxic because they make you position differently, and then if you stand on them, they're annoying. They do some damage, so I don't really like it that much. But the first 2 is okay on the runes. I don't like the 3rd one. They go too quickly, where you have a lot of time on the first 2, and it feels like it's kind of useless. So then this one, Stalker T2, or I could do my Choking Miasma. I don't like the Totem, because 15% of life sounds fucking terrible. So instead I do that, Miasma, because I have 64 Chaos res, and I think I'm okay on the Chaos, where I've stood in it, and it felt like it was doing 100 to 200 damage. So it's not a big deal. I don't like to make my buffs expire 3 times faster, because I have so many. That would be terrible. That would be absolutely terrible. So I like to do the miasma that I built for. We're good for that. It won't kill us. It's not going to amplify the things that are in the game, in my arena, to make them tougher to kill me. It's just an additional, like, kind of like a monster attacking me that does chaos, but I can't kill it, and it's just there. So Stalker, it's same with the Stalker. It's like another monster that I've added that I can't kill, but it's there just trying to kill me, but it doesn't actually amplify any other monster. It's just another thing. So really, once you're dealing with enough thing, it's the same thing repeated. So adding more is the same shit. I'm doing the same pattern. Making the cost of the mana can be annoying in some builds depending on your mana costs. So I don't want to worry about counting my mana and making sure I'm good. So I don't like to do that one unless I have to, and I think I'm good where I don't take more than like 100 damage. I don't even think it's that much. Holy shit, we almost got a headhunter. Gluttony, leather belt. So then here we could do the blistering cold, and frozen pustules will appear and explode when you approach. And so I think these chill you on explosion, but they don't chill you until they explode. And so on the first round of chill, they take a long time to explode, so you don't really get affected by those. On the tier 2, they explode faster, so you get chilled more, and they can be annoying on the higher, like tier 3. Loyalty, because they start to have a lot of them and they stack up, and they can do quite a bit of damage, and they slow you. It's really annoying. And then if you do chill and hindered together, it's even worse. Like, you're so slow, so be careful with all that extra stacking of the mechanics. And yeah, So yeah, thank you guys for watching my small tips on Ultimatum League. I hope these help basically the beginner who hasn't really gotten into Ultimatum or has played a bit but hasn't really like done this where they can look at it and go, oh, I'll just pick the best one, the best one, the best. Trust me, that is just the best way to play the mechanic, which is a good way to design it because it feels good just choosing the best one, and that's nice, and that feels good, and then Ultimatum, as you saw, beat all the waves, very rewarding, super sick, and I hope I've helped you if you weren't able to get through the waves because the mods were messing you up or something, and well, survive is hard actually compared to the other ones, I'm telling you, and there's actually way more to this. The stone, I gotta add some extra tips in here. The stone one where you stand in the circles, stand in the circles. I don't like standing in a circle. I like to run in a circle in the circle, or I skip from one to the other, and I don't ever stand in one because too many monsters. It's kind of like a survive, but you're in circles, which is even worse. And so you just move back and forth, and it's very generous with when you're leaving and exiting the circle. It counts the points, so that's nice. You could be in it for like a millisecond, and it gives you 1.5, and you're like, what? Holy shit. So you just skip back and forth, and it gives you a ton. It's like awesome. And then the kill, I'm telling you, if you add phantasms to the kill, it speeds up the process. And same with the protect. If you add phantasms, your bar will complete before the bar finishes. Like, it'll end the interaction before the bar reaches the end because you got extra kills that didn't count. Weren't accounted for in the bar. So you have a bigger bar. You have like 120, 130% of a bar instead of 100%. So then it works back. It fucks up the bar filling. It's really funny because it's filled with like things that aren't counted, but it does count. The phantasms do count. So those are my extra small tips for the specifics, and most of it is just picking fire skulls, choking miasma when you have the chaos. Even with low chaos and the tier 1 and 2 choking miasma, you can avoid the green circle. It's not that big compared to the lightning. There's like 5 of the circles, and then they can get bigger. Compared to the ice shit, they're everywhere. Like, the choking miasma is actually pretty good, so I'd highly recommend that. Either way, now I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon and the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!